Oh, okay. Okay. So I would like to talk about, today I would like to talk to Dr. Ameena Matthews about her position on the economic injustice that is going on in our communities. And I'm speaking of things like the disinvestment that we face when businesses move into the community and they do not value our dollars. I want to know what you think, or what is your approach for that?
The approach for our community, especially in the 1st Congressional District, our dollars is valued. What has happened is we've had a congressman in office over 32 years that does not value people in the district to make this district, 1st District, Inglewood, Woodline, Park Manor, Chatham's area, make it vibrant. Make it not only little small convenience stores, but make adequate food, not to be sold to our community. As me being your congresswoman, I will make sure that if there's a lot that is next to your house as a stakeholder, that to be your lot, especially if you're taking care of it. Me as the congresswoman, I will stand strong on the positions with the aldermen as far as opening up liquor stores instead of grocery stores. As your congresswoman, I would make sure that equally, as far as a person that is African American that has their real estate license, that can go for the same property of someone that is white that has their realtor license. So it won't be a double set of standards. It will be our standards that we haven't had.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because my second part of that question is, when we talk about a tale of two cities,
yes.
When you think about this 1st District and how it is primarily a lot of Chicago, we know that there's kind of 2 different ways that the cities are ran. How will you address that, considering people feel like they're being treated less than their counterparts?
That goes back to what we have allowed to happen for 32 years. We've allowed someone to dictate over the 1st District what we, as the have-nots, should not have. So Bobby Rush, as the congressman, has allowed policies and procedures to go through the House representative that there's not equal. That our taxes as African American are going to be higher than the others. And that it will not be any type of reform for the have-not communities. So as being the congresswoman for the 1st District, this is the people's movement. This movement that should have been 32 years ago, that Bobby Rush has failed to bring about the real movement for the people, that we should not have to go to ask Congress, the president, or nobody to make sure that the 1st District is straight. And he failed that test, and me as the 1st Congressional Congresswoman, I know that I can do that. I can make sure that the people are not left out. I always hear, Dr. LaShawn, that they talk about let's raise the middle class. My thing is that how in the hell can we raise the middle class without raising the low class? My class, Pope. So that's a double, fork tongue trickery type of swindling and swaggling the tongue of trying to make it sound good. You guys, we've been failed for 32 years. I know that my grandmother used to say, as able-bodied, we don't have to ask anybody for anything. But me as a mother, having my daughter, my baby is 18 years old, and she's faced with, should she get a job to survive, or should she go to school to get a higher education, to get a job that would probably only pay her what she's making now with her job that without any credentials? So, it is truly a double set of standards for us. Living out in the south suburbs. You know, I've seen that so glaring that it's a double set of standards, that conversations that have been that's been had across the table for 32 years. Now people are starting to wake up and see that we're not going to take this anymore. So you guys, this is a new day. What I want you all, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna make sure that I quote my dear husband, Sheikh Matthews. You guys, for 3 decades, you have put clean meat in a dirty pot. 2020, please do not make that same mistake in putting clean, fresh meat in a dirty pot like what has happened for the last 3 decades. First District, Ameena Matthews. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Matthews.
Thank you, Dr. Sean Patrice.
Got a famous quote? Famous now?
Good job.
Your email number.